adaptation.
Uncle Fred in the Springtime by P.G. Wodehouse. Starring Alfred Molina, Patricia Hodge, Rufus Sewell, Lloyd Owen, Christopher Neame, Simon Templeman, Matthew Wolfe, Sophie Winkleman, Martin Jarvis, and Jared Harris. Ian Ogilvy is the voice of P.G. Wodehouse.
Springtime. A young man in form-fitting tweeds walking up Park Lane. An observant passerby scanning his face might have discerned on it a keen, tense look, like an African hunter stalking a hippopotamus.
Right-ho, Pongo, old top. Tally-ho.
And he would have been right. Pongo Twistleton was on his way to try to touch Horace Davenport for £200.
Perhaps you would not mind waiting in the library, Mr. Twistleton, sir. The sitting room is in some little disorder at the moment.
Spring cleaning?
No, sir. Mr. Davenport was entertaining his uncle, the Duke of Dunstable, to luncheon, and over coffee his Grace broke most of the sitting-room furniture with the poker.
Ah. What made him do that, by the way?
I'm inclined to think, sir, that something may have occurred to annoy his Grace.
Seems plausible. I have an unpredictable uncle myself. Thank you, Webster.
Thank you, sir.
A few moments later there entered a young man of great height, but lacking the width of shoulder and ruggedness of limb which make height impressive. Nature, stretching Horace Davenport out, had forgotten to stretch him sideways, and one could have pictured Euclid, had they met, nudging a friend and saying, "Don't look now, but this chap coming along illustrates exactly what I was telling you about a straight line having length without breadth."
What-ho, Horace?
Hello, Bongo. I was just changing. Has Webster told you about my Uncle Alaric's latest?
He did just touch on it. His theory is that the old boy was annoyed about something. Does that seem to fit the facts?
Absolutely. He was in dangerous mood when he got here. And when the time came for him to catch his train, he told me to go to the station with him, and I said I couldn't, and that seemed to touch him off. He reached for the poker and started in.
Why wouldn't you go to the station with him?
I couldn't. I was late for my dancing lesson.
Dancing lesson?
Your sister insisted on it.
Valerie did.
She said I danced like a dromedary with the staggers.
Rather complimentary, what?
Polly says I shall be able to go to the Bohemian Ball tomorrow night. I'm going as a Zulu warrior. I want to take Valerie to it and surprise her.
But isn't Val at Latuke?
She's flying back today.
Who's this Polly who has crept into your conversation?
Oh, she's the girl who's teaching me. Polly Pott. I met her through my cousin Ricky.
Polly Pott? Any relation to Claude Pott, private investigator?
His daughter. What do you know about Claude Pott?
Well, the fact is, old man, happening to pass the writing table just now, I chanced inadvertently to catch sight of that document.
I wish you wouldn't read my letters.
Oh, I wouldn't. It was just a report. Mentioning 2 M's, 3 F's, and some cocktails or something. Signed Claude Pott. What's that all about, anyway? I only ran my eye over it.
So now I suppose you'll tell Valerie I had her watched by detectives while she was at Latuke.
Great Scott, was that it?
Yes, bit unfair on your sister, I know, having her spied upon.
I should say so.
But, Pongo, it was the Drones Club weekend at Latuke. The thought of the girl I love surrounded by about 87 members of the Drones in a foreign pleasure resort was like a knife in my heart. For heaven's sake, don't breathe a word about this to Valerie.
Of course not. Now, Horace, old top, I wonder whether you could possibly see your way to...
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Telegram, sir.
What? Thank you, Webster.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Lord. It's from Valerie. You worm. Stop. How dare you have me followed at Latuke? Stop. Our engagement at an end. Stop. Notice appears times tomorrow. Stop. Only excuse for conduct. You have finally gone off rocker. Stop. P.S. Look at your Uncle Alaric. Stop.
Bad luck, Horace. That last bit's fair enough, I suppose.
Forget my Uncle Alaric. What price your Uncle Fred?
What about him?
Loopy to the tonsils.
My Uncle Fred is not loopy to the tonsils.
Yes, he is. Anyway, if Valerie's handed me the mitten, I shall plunge straight into a riot of reckless living. My first step will be to take Polly Pott to that Bohemian Ball.
Horace, old man, sorry to go on, but owing to circumstances over which I had no or very little control...
Buck up.
Can you lend me 200 quid?
No.
Oh. All righto. Well, in that case, I'll have to try Uncle Fred. Tinkety-tonk.
Ickenham, good morning.
Uncle Fred, it's me, Pongo.
Why, Pongo, my boy, and what a morning down here in Hampshire. The yeast of spring is fermenting in my veins, and I am ready for anything. You've just missed the big white chief.
Aunt Jane?
She's driving to Dover, off to the south of France to nurse her mother, who's having one of her spells.
By the way, you've heard my sister's broken off her engagement to Horace.
Oh, she'll come round. Excellent sign when a girl speaks of a man as a goggle-eyed nitwit and says that her dearest wish is to dip him in boiling oil and watch him wriggle.
Has she said that?
I should imagine so. Showing, I feel, that love still lingers.
Well...
Your aunt, I remember, broke ours 6 times in all, bless her. The sweetest, truest wife man ever had. I hope her mother responds to treatment and that she'll be back with me soon. But not too soon.
Ah.
And you know, Pongo, the detective Horace commissioned to chase Valerie with bloodhounds was old Pot. Mustard Pot, we used to call him.
I've heard of him.
One of the best. They're rather apt to try to get people to play something he calls Persian monarchs. I've known him leave ruin and desolation behind him on every side.
Didn't you start him as a sleuth?
That's right. Well, young Pongo, how much?
Eh?
I can hear it in your voice. You've rung to make a touch. What's the figure?
Well, it's rather a lot. 250.
How in the world did you get in the hole for a sum like that?
I came a bit of a mucker at Lincoln. When I tried to get it back at Hurst Park, things came unstuck again. Upshot is that I owe the bookie 250 quid. He sent a fellow called Herb to call on me yesterday.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just looked at me and nodded. So, if you could possibly see your way, Uncle Fred, to advance...
Alas, my boy, there has been a shake-up in the Treasury Department here. Your aunt has unfortunately decided to take over the family finances. My limit's a tenner.
Oh, my gosh, and Herb's going to call again on Wednesday.
I know just how you must be feeling. Nevertheless, leave it to me. There are absolutely no limits to what I can accomplish in the springtime.
But you can't come to London. Wouldn't Aunt Jane skin you if you did?
You appear to have forgotten that she is on her way to the south of France. Pip, pip.
Having put the finishing touches to his nephew's sitting room, Alaric, Duke of Dunstable, had caught the train to Market Blandings in the county of Shropshire. He dispatched a postcard some days previously announcing his impending arrival. The postcard had had a mixed reception at the Blandings Castle breakfast table.
Can't you tell him we're full up, Connor?
Of course I can't.
Well, last time he was here, he poked the Empress in the ribs with an umbrella.
Clarence, I am certainly not going to offend one of my oldest friends just because he poked your pig with an umbrella. Do you really want him running amok with the drawing-room fire irons?
No.
Yeah, he better have the garden suite. Good morning, Alaric. Oh, is your bed comfortable?
Morning, Connie. That whistling. I must get up. Have the car ready to take me to the station directly after lunch, will you? Got to go to London.
But you only came last night.
Doesn't matter. I've just glanced through the Times. My nephew Horace has gone and got his engagement broken off to the Twistleton girl.
But why?
How the dickens should I know? I've got to go and find out.
She was Lord Ickenham's niece, wasn't she?
Still is.
I know Lady Ickenham, but I've never met him. They say he's very eccentric.
He's potty. Everybody's potty nowadays. Except a few people like myself. Look at Clarence. Ought to have been certified years ago.
Don't you think it's simply that he's dreamy and absent-minded?
Absent-minded be blowed. He's potty. So's Horace. So's my other nephew, Ricky. Writes poetry, and now he wants to sell soup.
Sell soup?
Yes. He had the impertinence to ask me to give him £500 to buy an onion soup bar. I refused, of course. He was as sick as mud. Not so sick as Horace will be, though, when he's finished with me. I shall start by disemboweling him. Go and order that car.
Couldn't you tell Mr. Baxter to go and see Horace? He's still in London, isn't he?
Baxter? Yes, he is, the scrim-shanking, four-eyed son of a whatnot. But I'm not going to have my nephew, half-witted though he is, subjected to the inquisition of a dashed secretary.
I know. My nephew Bosom is going to London this morning.
Bosom?
Lord Bosom, Clarence's son. You've seen him. He's very pink. He's down here for the Bridgeford races. Why couldn't Horace drive him back here? Then you could have your talk with him.
First sensible word you've spoken since you came into this room. Tell Bosom to rout him out and bring him back, alive or dead. I've got to get up. Where's Clarence?
Down at the pigsty, I suppose.
Don't tell me he's still mooning over that pig of his.
He's quite absurd about it.
Quite crazy, you mean? That pig is a very bad influence on his life. And if something isn't done soon to remove it, you'll find him suddenly sticking straws in his hair and saying he's a poached egg. Talking of eggs, send me up a dozen.
A dozen? How would you like them done?
I don't want them done at all. I want to throw them. A fella's been whistling under my window for hours. Hark, there he is again. He's singing now.
Alaric, must you throw eggs at the gardeners?
Yes.
Very well.
That's it, my beauty. A good breakfast, what? That's it.
Good morning, Clarence.
What? Oh, morning, Alfred.
Seen Bosom anywhere? I want a word with him. He's going to London today to bring Horace here. His engagement's been broken off.
Eh? My son Bosom's engagement? He's married, I'm pretty sure.
Not Bosom's engagement, Horace's.
Who is Horace?
My nephew.
And he is engaged?
He was to Ickenham's niece, Valerie.
Oh, Ickenham. I know Ickenham. Friend of my brother Galahad. They used to be thrown out of nightclubs together. Unpredictable, as I remember. Pleasant fellow. Well, perhaps your nephew's interested in pigs. You know my sow, Empress of Blandings, I think, Alaric. There she is. I believe you met when you were here in the summer.
Yes. Disgusting.
I beg your pardon?
That pig is much too fat. Look at her, bulging.
Well, she's supposed to be fat. She's already been given 2 medals for being fat.
Don't be silly, Clarence. What would a pig do with medals? There's only one word for that pig, gross.
Now, Alaric...
I don't suppose she gets a lick of exercise from one week's end to another. What she wants is a cracking good gallop every morning and no starchy foods. That would get her into shape.
What? Hand me back my pastime. Much obliged. Now, look. Are you under the impression that I want to enter my pig for the Derby?
I wouldn't, Clarence. She might not win. And then you would have had all your trouble for nothing.
Huh?
What you want is to get her out of your life.
Huh?
I tell you what, I'll take this pig over, lock, stock and barrel.
Take her over?
Yes. Have her sent to my place in Wiltshire. I'll wire them to expect her. In a few weeks' time, she'll be a different creature. Keen, alert, eyes sparkling. And you'll be different, too. Brighter, less potty. Ah, there's Bosom. Hi, Bosom. Half a minute, Bosom. I want a word with you.
Oh.
Clarence? Clarence, I am very worried about Alaric. He seems to have got so odd. He was asking me for eggs to throw at the gardeners.
Odd, I should say it was odd. He wants me to give him the Emperor's.
Does he? Well, then, of course, you will have to.
Hand me back my pastime. God bless my soul. Do you imagine for an instant...
And you imagine for an instant that I'm going to run the risk of having Alaric career through the castle with a poker. That's what he does when he's riled. I do not intend to have my home wrecked for the sake of a pig.
But, Connor...
There is no use arguing about it. If he wants the pig, he must have it.
Some 10 minutes later, seated in the cloistered coolness of the library, vainly trying to concentrate on whiffle on the care of the pig, and feeling helpless in a hostile world, unusually for the Ninth Earl, he had an idea.
The Earl of Ickenham! Bless my soul, man like that. 100 ideas for saving the Emperors.
But then the Earl of Emsworth's gleam died away. While this ghastly duke remained on the premises, there wasn't the slightest hope of Connie allowing him to get away even for a night. Boys who stood on burning decks had a better chance of leaving their posts than the Master of Blandings when there were visitors.
Clarence, did you tell Alaric you wanted to enter your pig for the Derby?
No, I told him I didn't.
Then he misunderstood you. He said you did. And he wants me to get a brain specialist down to observe you.
I like his dash cheek.
So you must go to London immediately.
Eh? London?
Now, please, Clarence, don't be difficult. This is vitally important. Ever since Alaric arrived, I've been feeling that he ought to be under the observation of some good brain specialist. Do you know Sir Roderick Glossop?
Never heard of him.
He's supposed to be quite the best man in that line. Now, I want you to go to London and explain the whole situation to him, assure him that expense is no object, and that he must come back with you. He will then tell us what is the best thing to be done about poor Alaric. You must catch the 2:00 train.
Oh, very well, Connor. if you say so.
I do say so, Clarence.
Say, Beach.
My lord.
Beach, I want you to telephone Ickenham Hall, Hampshire. Personal call to Lord Ickenham.
Very good, my lord.
And when you get it, have it put through to my bedroom.
Certainly, my lord.
London.
How am I shaping, Polly? Are these good old steps?
Those are they, Horace. Oh, look out. Mind your assegai.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I beg your pardon, sir.
Not at all, sir. Think nothing of it. Your money or your life.
Splendid costume. Brigand, I take it?
You take it correctly, sir. I am a brigand. Whee!
Polly? Polly!
Oh, look out. It's Ricky. Now, Ricky.
Polly! What's this, Davenport? Hobnobbing at a fancy dress ball?
Wait, Ricky.
Out of my way. Horace, I'm going to break your neck, you black-bottoming excrescence.
What? I didn't know poets broke people's necks. Anyway, it's a Charleston.
I'm giving Horace dancing lessons, Ricky. You know that.
Well, he's giving me the pip. Dancing lessons. Dance to this, you creeping Lothario.
Ah! And you? Take that!
Ah!
Oh, sorry, I misjudged the distance.
Ah! Give me that assegai.
Oh, Ricky!
Get it out.
So what do you advise, my dear Ickenham?
Right. We have here a knife, a radish, and a piece of bread. In other words, one pig, one sister, one duke.
Oh, yes.
The duke wants the pig. The sister says he's got to have it. The pig, no doubt, would prefer to be disassociated from the affair altogether.
Indubitably.
Very well, then. To what conclusion do we come?
I don't know.
The whole situation pivots on the pig. Eliminate the pig, and we see daylight. What? No pig, says the duke? And after a little natural disappointment, turns his thoughts to other things. There can be only one answer, my dear Emsworth. The pig must be smuggled away to a place of safety and kept under cover till the duke has blown over.
How?
I knew your razor-like brain would cut cleanly to the heart of the thing. The trick of it is this. You creep out by night with an accomplice, and one shoving and one pulling, you load the animal into some vehicle and ship her off to my family seat in Hampshire, where she will be looked after like a favourite child till you are ready to receive her again. Who is there at Blandings that you can trust?
Nobody.
Oh. Speaking of tricks, I pulled off a neat one this morning on a pink fellow in Park Lane.
Huh? I suppose you wouldn't care to come down to Blandings yourself?
I should love it. But unfortunately, I'm under strict orders from my wife to remain at Ickenham. Were she to hear anything from her old friend Lady Constance, my prestige in the family home might never recover.
Oh, yeah, quite, yes. Quite, Dashwood.
However, there is always a way. We must place the thing in the hands of Mustard Pot.
Who's Mustard Pot?
Private Tech. Would you care to come along and sound him?
Does he live far from here?
No, quite close.
I asked because I have an appointment with Sir Roderick Glossop at 3 o'clock. Do you know him? Brain specialist?
I sat next to him at a public dinner not long ago.
A talented man, I believe.
So he told me. He spoke very highly of himself.
Well, Connie wants me to bring him to Blandings to observe the Duke, but I'm all anxiety to see this man part. Wouldn't there be time?
Certainly. We shall probably find my nephew Pongo there. A nice boy. You will like him.
No, I couldn't do it, Lord E.
Huh? Why not?
Well, between you and me, I was once bitten by a pig.
Golly. Oh, really?
Yes, Lord I. And ever since then, I've had a horror of the animals.
You can't be bitten by the Empress. She's as gentle as a lamb.
I was once bitten by a lamb.
Golly. Well, I'm disappointed. If you're seeing Glossop at 3, Emsworth, you'd better be starting.
Huh? Yeah, true.
Which way are you going, Lord E?
Harley Street.
Oh, I'll come with you. I've got to see a man up in that direction. We could share a cab. This way. Are you by any chance familiar with a card game called Persian Monarchs?
Persian Monarchs? Yes, as a matter of fact.
A setback, Pongo. An unquestionable setback. I'd been relying on Mustard. And now what about Polly? Is she out?
She's in her room, Pot told me. Dressing or something, I take it.
Right. Ahoy, Polly! Come down here, I want to see you.
Who's there?
Frederick Altamont Cornwallis Twistleton, 5th Earl of good old Ickenham. Have you forgotten your honorary Uncle Fred?
Uncle Fred! Oh, well, it is nice seeing you again.
Dash mutual, I assure you, my dear. I say, how you've grown, little gal. Polly, you're a peach. Give us a kiss.
Yes, hey.
Oh, hello. I'd forgotten you were there, Pongo. Miss Polly Pod, my nephew, such as he is, Pongo Twistleton.
How do you do?
How do you do? I mean, how do you do? Won't you sit down?
What I'd really like to do is to lie down. I'm a wreck, Uncle Fred. I was up nearly all last night at a fancy dress dance.
We know all about the Bohemian Ball, my child. That is why we are here. We have come on behalf of Horace Davenport, who I am informed by Pongo here is still in a state of alarm and despondency on account of your young man's unfriendly attitude.
Ricky was marvellous last night. You ought to have seen him trying to dodge Horace's spear.
Well, he now speaks of going round to see Horace and breaking his neck.
Yes, Ricky's got rather a way of wanting to break people's necks.
Well, could you get in touch with your Ricky and assure him that this won't be necessary? Because... Come on, Pongo.
Because Horace's behaviour towards you has always been scrupulously correct.
Oh, I've calmed Ricky down now. He's forgiven Horace. I'll ring Horace and tell him, shall I?
On no account. Pongo will handle the whole affair. Tell Horace the forgiveness was all you're doing, Pongo, thus ensuring financial reward from said Horace. You had better toddle off, my boy, and bring the roses back to Horace's cheeks.
I will.
And the sooner you get that check, the better, what? Run along.
Righto, right.
And what does your father think of your engagement, Polly?
Oh, he says Ricky isn't worthy of me. He's got an extraordinary idea into his head that if I'm encouraged, I may marry Horace. It's just because Ricky hasn't any money, of course. But I don't care.
Well, bless you, my children.
But how can we get married? He makes practically nothing with his poetry. He tried to borrow some from his uncle. Do you know the Duke of Dunstable?
Only by reputation.
Ugh, he seems an awful old man. When Ricky told him he wanted £500 to buy an onion soup bar, he was furious.
Did Ricky say he wanted to get married?
No, he thought it better not to.
I don't agree with him. He should have shown Dunstable your photograph. Now, of course, the ideal thing would be if you could meet Dunstable and play upon him like a stringed instrument.
I say, Uncle Fred, Horace isn't there. He's gone.
Gone?
Webster told me he had just left in the car with a pink sort of gentleman and a lot of luggage.
Pink chap?
He may be away for weeks, and that bookie is planning to unleash herb on me if I don't pay up by Wednesday.
Well, just at the moment, my brain is bespoke, Pongo. Polly here is in trouble, poor child.
Trouble? Oh, I say, what's the matter?
Well...
The old story. Sore need of the ready, doesn't see where she's going to get it. Still, your fresh young intelligence may be just the thing. Polly, it's possible that Pongo may have an idea. He nearly had one about 3 years ago.
Rather.
Well then, as we were saying, the solution is for Polly to glide imperceptibly into the Duke's life and fascinate him before he knows who she is. We want to get him saying to himself, a charming girl, egad, just the sort I could wish my nephew Ricky to marry.
Difficult. For one thing, the Duke's away somewhere.
He's at Blandings Castle.
Isn't that your pal Emsworth's place?
It is.
Well, there you are. Get Emsworth to invite Miss Pott down there.
Not quite so simple, Pongo. Emsworth has a sister, Lady Constance Keeble, who holds revisionary powers over his visiting list.
I understand she's more or less a fiend in human shape.
Precisely. Callers, just when we need to concentrate.
I'll go.
Tell them to go to blazes. You see, Pongo, the real trouble is old Mustard. If Polly had a presentable father, well, still, there it is. Oh, I say, Emsworth.
Could I have a glass of water?
Oh, yes, of course.
Something the matter, Emsworth?
My dear Ickenham, disastrous things happened. What am I to say to Connie? She'll be furious. Thank you, my dear. Bless you. You remember, my dear Ickenham, that I left you to keep an appointment with Sir Roderick Glossop, the brain specialist. I think I told you my sister Connie had instructed me to bring him back to Blandings to observe Dunstable. He breaks furniture with pokers and throws eggs at gardeners.
Yes?
Well, my dear fellow, Glossop refuses to come because he says I insulted him.
Did you?
Yes.
How?
Well, it started with my calling him Pimples. He didn't like it.
I don't quite follow you.
Well, who do you think this Sir Roderick Glossop turns out to be, Ickenham? A boy I'd known at school, most unpleasant boy with an extraordinary number of spots on his face. I was shown in, and he said, "You don't remember me, eh?" So I took a good look at him, and I said, "God bless my soul, it's Pimples."
An affecting reunion.
But his manner immediately lost its cordiality, and he asked me brusquely to state my business. And then he sneered openly at what he called this absurd fuss about a mere pig. Well, I wasn't going to stand that sort of thing from young Pimples. One word led to another, and in the end he was ringing the bell for me to be shown out, and telling me that nothing would induce him to come to Blandings. And now I'm wondering how I am to explain to Connie.
Ha! Nothing more fortunate.
What?
I see daylight.
Oh, no, Uncle.
Yes, Pongo. Briefly, the position is as follows. It is essential that young Polly... Oh, by the way, you don't know each other, do you? Miss Polly Pott, Lord Emsworth.
How do you do?
It is essential that Polly goes to Blandings and there meets and fascinates Dunstable.
Oh?
I'll explain later.
Oh.
Now, you are in urgent need of a Sir Roderick Glossop. She is in urgent need of an impressive father. I am prepared to play both roles. Tomorrow, by a suitable train, Sir Roderick will set out for Blandings Castle, accompanied by his daughter and, yes, Pongo, his secretary.
Hey.
My dear boy, didn't you tell me that you were expecting a visit from Herb on Wednesday? Exactly. What better haven could you find than Blandings Castle? You, Emsworth, will go down today on an early evening train and announce that Sir Roderick Glossop will be arriving tomorrow with his secretary and that you have invited him to bring his charming daughter. We shall follow tomorrow straight after lunch. Woohoo! Now, a thing we have got to get settled before our arrival is the question of names. I, of course, automatically become Sir Roderick Glossop. You, Polly, had better be Gwendolen. Polly seems to me not quite dignified enough for one in your position. But what of Pongo?
Don't worry about me. They're going to call me this man. Lady Constance will say Ptarmigan, addressing the butler.
Actually, Ptarmigan isn't a bad name.
Ptarmigan, throw this man out and see that he lands on something sharp.
All right. Think of the names of some movie stars, Polly.
Fred Astaire.
No.
Warner Baxter?
Baxter would be excellent, but we can't use it. It is the name of the Duke's secretary. Confusing to have two Baxters about the place. I say, do secretaries mingle with the nobs or squash in with the domestic staff?
I'm not squashing in with any domestic staff.
Well, we'll try you on the nobs, but don't blame me if Lady Constance takes her lorgnette to you. I've got it! Glossop! Pongo! You can be Sir Roderick's nephew, Basil Glossop. How do you do, Basil?
Market Blandings Station. A light here for Market Blandings.
Pongo, I think you know about my ambition regarding confidence tricks. Owing to all this Emsworth business, I quite forgot to tell you that yesterday morning the opportunity arose.
What?
Yes, I went to call on Horace Davenport myself early yesterday with the idea of extracting that advance for you. Finding him not at home, I waited for a while outside, and a pink chap came along. Something about this fellow told me that I could never hope for a better subject, and so it proved. He handed me over his wallet, and I walked off with it. The whole affair was a triumph of mind over matter, a psychological experiment, and I am modestly proud of it.
Uncle Fred, you ought not to be allowed at large.
Oh, I sent the wallet back, of course. My interest was purely scientific. The chap's card was inside, and I shipped it off by registered post. But the reason I mention it now, do you see the fellow coming along the platform?
You don't mean...
Yeah, that's the chap. His name is Bosham, or Bosom, or something. It was on his card, but I remember his address wasn't far from my own doss house, so it seems odd that he should be here.
Oh, Lord Bosom is Lord Emsworth's son.
Is he indeed? I presume he's here to escort us to the castle.
But dash it...
Tell me, I don't want to turn till I can see the whites of his eyes. Does he approach?
He's sort of backing and filling at the moment.
Yes, the decent diffidence of the English upper classes. He's wondering if I am indeed the Sir Roderick Glossop of whom he has heard so much. He shrinks from taking a chance. Where is he now?
Just abaft the try-your-weight machine.
Then watch me turn and nonplus him. Excuse me, sir. Do you know if I can obtain a vehicle of some sort here to take me to Blandings Castle?
Are you Sir Roderick Glossop?
That is my name.
Oh. Mine's Bosom. Well, we haven't met before, by any chance?
Unfortunately, no. The loss was mine.
Well, I tooled down in the car to meet you. Got some luggage in the van, I take it, what? I'll slide along and see to it, then we can tool up to the castle.
Splendid, my dear Bosom. Is there a large party there?
Eh? Oh, no. Only my father and my aunt and the Duke. And Horace Davenport.
Horace Davenport?
Horace Davenport?
The Duke's nephew. Well, I'll be sliding along and seeing about that luggage.
Yes, indeed. Slide away.
Now what? On arrival at this ghastly castle, we shall immediately find ourselves cheek by jowl with a chap who knows you, knows Miss Potter, and has been a close pal of mine for years. Hello, Pongo, he'll say, bounding up as we stand chatting with Lady Constance. Hello, Lord Ickenham. Golly, Polly, isn't this jolly? Here we all are, what?
Yes, my boy, I confess that I had not anticipated Horace.
What are we going to do?
Keep our heads and deny our identity.
And you think Horace will swallow that?
Who can say? I mean, with an uncle like Dunstable. Still, I feel we'd all do well to separate rather than confront him in a solid bunch. I shall walk to the castle, allowing you and Polly to go on ahead in the car and pave the way. All you have to do when you meet Horace is to give him a cold stare and say that your name is Basil. That in itself should carry conviction, for who would say his name was Basil if it were not so? As for Polly, as Mustard's daughter, you must have been taught to tell the tale as soon as your infant lips could lisp.
Oh, golly.
Ah, Bosom, my dear fellow. I see that you have collected our impedimenta. Very good of you to have bothered.
Eh? Oh, not a bit.
Tell me, is it far to the castle?
About a couple of miles.
Then I think, if you don't mind, that I will walk. It would be pleasant to stretch my legs.
Oh, well, that's fine. Might have been a bit of a squash in the car. I didn't know Baxter was turning up. This is Mr. Baxter, the Duke's secretary, Sir Roderick Glossop.
Hello.
How do you do? Well, this is my daughter and my nephew Basil, who acts as my secretary. This is Lord Bosom, my dear, Lord Emsworth's son.
How do you do?
And Mr. Baxter.
How do you do?
Well, cheerio. We shall meet at Philippi. Pip, pip.
Hi! I say, hi!
Hi!
Hi. You the brain chap?
I am. How do you do?
Phew. The others are in the hall having drinks and things. When I heard you were walking up, thought I'd come along and meet you. Dunstable's my name. Duke of Dunstable. Let's carry on. Now, I want to talk to you before Connie stuffs you up with all that nonsense.
Connie?
Emsworth's sister, Lady Constance Keeble. She's like all women, won't face facts. She'll try to make you think that her brother is simply absent-minded. Don't let her fool you, the man's potty.
Indeed.
No question about it, the whole family's potty. You saw Bosom at the station, there's a loony for you. Goes up to London and lets a chap play a confidence trick on him. Give me your wallet to show you trust me, says the chap. Righto, says Bosom. So you can get a rough idea what Emsworth must be like. Shall I tell you about Emsworth?
Do.
He's got a pig. He's crazy about it. He wants it to run in the Derby, told me so himself.
I doubt if the stewards would accept a pig. You might starch its ears and enter it as a greyhound for the Waterloo Cup, but not the Derby.
Exactly. Well, that shows you. Think you can cure him?
I seldom fail.
In that case, while you're here, I wish you would take a look at my nephew Horace.
Why? Is he giving you cause for anxiety?
Acute anxiety. You see... Wait a moment. God, that whistling fella again.
I beg your pardon?
Chap who comes whistling and singing outside my window, and always Loch Lomond, a song I've hated all my life. I've been trying to get to grips with him, but he eludes me. I've got a dozen best new-laid eggs in my room, and sooner or later... But I was telling you about Horace.
Your nephew, you say?
One of them, my late brother's son, he's potty. The other's my late sister's son, Ricky. He's potty, too. My late brother was potty, so was my late sister.
And where would you rank Horace in this galaxy of goofiness, above or below the family average?
After what happened in the hall just now, most emphatically above.
What happened?
Well, it showed me that I'd wronged that chap Baxter. I expect you met Baxter at the station, my secretary. He should have come down to Blandings with me, but he insisted on remaining in London, claiming he had work to do. I didn't believe him. My feeling was that he was planning to go on some toot. When Horace told me this morning that he'd seen him at some dance or other a couple of nights ago, leaping about all over the place in the costume of a Corsican brigand, I was ready for him. The moment his foot crossed the threshold just now, I sacked him. And then this thing happened.
You were going to tell me about that, weren't you?
I am telling you about it. Connie had taken your daughter to show her the portraits in the gallery, leaving Bosom and your nephew and myself in the hall. And in comes Horace. No sooner had I directed his attention to your nephew than he gives a jump and says, Pongo. Your nephew looked taken aback and said that his name is Basil. Horace, you see, had mistaken him for a friend of his. Well, nothing so very remarkable about that, you're saying. Might happen to anyone, quite. But mark the sequel. Right on top of this, Connie comes back with your daughter. She's charming.
I have not met Lady Constance.
Your daughter, I mean.
Oh, very. Her name is Gwendolen.
So she told us. But that didn't stop Horace from going up to her and calling her Polly. Why, hello, Polly, were his exact words. That's what made me realize that matters were grave. I've always been uneasy about Horace's mental condition. Ever since he had measles as a boy and suddenly shot up to the height of about 8'6". Stands to reason a chap's brain can't be all that way from his heart and still function normally. Well, here we are. Phew. After you. Hello, where is everybody? Dressing, I suppose. You'll be wanting to go to your room. I'll take you there. What was I saying? Oh, yes. I then remembered that Horace thought he'd seen Baxter at this ball affair, and it suddenly struck me that he must have developed, I don't know what you call it, but I suppose there's some scientific term for it, when a fellow starts seeing things.
You mean a sublunary medulla oblongata diathesis?
Very possibly. I can see now why that girl broke off the engagement. No girl wants a potty husband. It's dashed hard not to get one nowadays. Here's a room. I wish you'd see what you can do for the boy. Can't you examine him or something?
I shall be delighted. Just give me time to have a bath. I seem to have got quite a lot of Shropshire on my person. The moment I've removed it, I will be at his disposal.
Good. What with him and Bosom and Emsworth and that whistling fellow, I feel as if I were living in a private asylum. I'll see you at dinner.
The events of the evening had come as a great shock to Horace Davenport. The double hallucination he'd so recently experienced, coming on top of the delusion he'd had about seeing Baxter at the ball, had rendered him apprehensive in the last degree. So he had welcomed the suggestion that he should get together with Sir Roderick Glossop, nerve specialist, for a quiet talk. But now, so all his senses told him, he was suffering yet another hallucination.
Sir Roderick Glossop?
Yes.
Really?
Certainly.
My name's Davenport.
Of course, yes. Oh, come in, my dear fellow. You won't mind if I dress while we're talking? I haven't left myself too much time.
I say, do you by any chance know a man named Lord Ickenham?
Lord Ickenham? Yes, I've met him.
You're amazingly like him, aren't you?
Well, that's a thing nobody has ever said to me before, considering that Lord Ickenham is tall and slender, while I am short and stout.
Short?
Quite short.
And stout?
Extremely stout.
Oh, golly.
You really must forgive me. Your uncle gave me your case history. Was that the first time this sort of thing happened?
Yes.
Can you suggest anything that might account for it?
Well, I was wondering if lupiness is hereditary. I mean, if a chap's got a dotty uncle, is he bound to catch it?
I wouldn't say it was inevitable. How dotty is your uncle?
Fairly dotty.
I see. Had your father any such structural weakness?
No. No, he was all right. He collected Japanese prints.
He didn't think he was a Japanese print?
Oh, no, rather not.
Then that is all right. There need be no real anxiety. I am convinced that all we are suffering from is some minor nervous lesion, brought about possibly by worry. Have we been worried lately?
You bet we have.
Then what we need is a long sea voyage.
But, Dasher, we're a rotten sailor. Wouldn't Bournemouth or somewhere do?
Oh, Bournemouth would be just as good. We came here in our car, did we not?
Bovey Paulson two-seater, yeah.
Then directly after dinner, I advise that we steal quietly off and drive to London. Having reached London, we can pack anything that may be necessary and go to Bournemouth and stay there.
And you think that'll put us right?
Unquestionably.
One other point. Would there be any medical objection to just one good, stiff, energetic binge in London? You see, we do rather feel as if we wanted taking out of ourselves at the moment.
My dear boy, it is what any member of my profession would advise. Dinner.
A lengthy conference with his hostess in the drawing-room delayed Lord Ickenham after dinner, and it was only when the subject of the Duke had been thoroughly threshed out between them that he was able to tear himself away. He found Pongo in the billiard-room.
That man Baxter, Uncle Fred, keeps asking me questions about my methods of secretarial work. He gives me the creeps.
I have felt the same thing myself. If you ask me, Pongo, Baxter suspects.
Then I'm jolly well going to get out of this.
Impossible. Have you forgotten that Polly has to fascinate the Duke and will be lost without you beside her? Where's your chivalry? Besides, I shall require your help in snitching the pig.
What? Oh, no.
I was forgetting. You're not abreast of that side of our activities, are you?
No.
Emsworth has a pig. The Duke wants it. Emsworth would like to defy him, but dare not, owing to that twist in the other's character which leads him, when defied on any premises, to give those premises the works with a poker. So, on my advice, Emsworth is resorting to strategy. I have promised him that we will remove the animal from its sty, and you will then drive it across country to Ickenham, where it can lie low, till the danger is past.
Oh, so I'm to become a blasted pig chauffeur, am I?
A brilliant summing up of the situation.
I absolutely refuse to have anything to do with the bally scheme.
Well, that's a pity, for Emsworth would undoubtedly have rewarded you with a purse of gold. This pig is the apple of his eye. Noblesse would have obliged. And remembering herb, you could do with a purse of gold just now, could you not?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Start pondering on it now, Pongo. And while you are doing so, I will show you how billiards should be played. Watch this shot.
One moment, if you please.
My dear Baxter, looking for me?
I should be glad if you could spare me a moment, Glossop.
You have not come to consult me in my professional capacity, I trust? We have not been suffering from delusions, have we?
I never suffer from delusions.
No, I should imagine not. Well, come on in. Push off, Basil.
He can remain. What I have to say will interest him also.
Oh, right. Stay, Basil. Let me just... By the way, the Duke was telling me that there had been a little friction on your arrival, Baxter. He said he had handed you 2 weeks' notice because Horace Davenport said he had seen you at a ball in London.
He has since discovered that he was misinformed and apologised. I'm continuing in his employment.
I'm glad. You wouldn't want to lose a job like that. A man can stick on a lot of side about being secretary to a duke. I'm afraid Basil here has no such excuse. Just an ordinary secretary, Basil.
A very peculiar one, I should have said. He seems ignorant of the very rudiments of his work.
Yes, I fear poor Basil has not had your wide experience. You were Lord Emsworth's secretary once, were you not?
I was, but I do not care to be reminded of a flaw in a successful career.
And before that?
I was with Sir Ralph Dillingworth, a Yorkshire baronet.
Yours has been a very steady rise in the social scale. Starting at the bottom with a humble baronet, slumming, you might almost call it. You go on to an earl, and then to a duke. It does you credit.
Thank you.
Not at all. Odd sort of fellow, Dillingworth, isn't he? There was some story about him shooting mice in the drawing-room with an elephant gun. They should have called me in.
They did.
I beg your pardon?
I say they did.
I don't remember it.
I'm not surprised. You see, it was unfortunate for you that I should have met the real Sir Roderick.
Are you insinuating that I am not Sir Roderick Glossop?
I am.
I see. You accuse me of assuming another man's identity, do you? Of abusing Lady Constance's hospitality by entering her house under false pretences? You deliberately assert that I am a fraud and an impostor?
I do.
And how right you are, my dear fellow.
What? Then who are you?
Call me Uncle Fred.
I will not call you Uncle Fred. And now perhaps it would interest you to hear about the local train service.
You speak as if you were under the impression that we were leaving.
That is my impression.
You're not going to respect our little secret, then?
I intend to expose you immediately.
Even if I assure you that we did not come here after the spoons, but rather to do two loving hearts a bit of good?
Your motives do not interest me.
You're a hard man, Baxter.
I do my duty.
Not always, surely. How about the toot in London?
I don't understand you.
You went to that Bohemian ball. Horace Davenport saw you there.
Horace?
Yes, I admit that at the moment what Horace says is not evidence, simply because the Duke supposes that his young relative is suffering from hallucinations. But if you denounce me, my daughter and nephew will testify that they really are the persons he supposes them to be, and it will become clear to the Duke that when Horace says he saw you at the ball, he did see you at the ball. Then where will you be?
Attaboy, Uncle, it's a dead stymie.
I shall deny.
No, Baxter, I would reflect. You cannot unmask us without unmasking yourself. You would lose that splendid secretarial post of yours and have to go back to mixing with baronets.
But I shall...
So, off you go, my dear fellow. I really think that we had better pursue a mutual policy of live and let live. Thank you.
But...
Good evening.
Uncle Fred, there have been times, I don't mind admitting, when I have viewed you with concern. But this time you have saved my life.
My dear boy, you embarrass me. And now, if you will excuse me, I promise the Duke to drop in on him for a chat round about 10 o'clock.
Mr. Baxter, Are you sure?
He admitted it to me personally, Lady Constance.
But he's such a charming man.
Naturally, charm is the chief stock in trade of persons of that type.
Oh, dear. There appears to be something about Blandings Castle that attracts impostors as catnip attracts cats. I suppose he's left the house.
Well, no, Lady Constance. A difficulty has arisen.
What difficulty?
I have to confess the scoundrel has got me in something of a cleft stick.
A cleft stick?
Well, if I made anything in the nature of an overt move, it would result in my losing my post. It is my intention ultimately to become the Duke's man of affairs, in charge of all his interests. I hope I can rely on you to do nothing that will jeopardize my career.
But is there nothing to be done? Are we to allow this person to remain and loot the house at his leisure?
He is not here with any motive of robbery. I deduce that he has come in the hope of trapping Horace Davenport into marriage with that girl. It has now come back to me where I have seen her, at that poor Earl somewhere in London. Presumably, she has followed him here with the idea of compelling him to marry her.
I am appalled. But what can we do?
Surely, Lady Constance, a hint from you to the Duke that his nephew is in danger? After all, the daughter of a brain specialist, as she is pretending to be, is hardly...
Quite right, Mr. Baxter. Alaric has always been a perfect snob.
Rupert Baxter, feeling in need of fresh air, went strolling under the stars. His wandering feet took him to that velvet lawn which lay outside the garden suite. There, pacing up and down, brow knitted and hands clasped behind back, he gave himself up to thought. Now thinkers, while thinking, frequently whistle. Rupert Baxter did, selecting for his purpose a melody which had always been a favourite of his, the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
A trouble it is there, and many hearts are there on the bonny, bonny... Ah!
Ah! My elbow! Ah! My shoulder! My shoulder!
Jolly well played, Basil.
No, not at all, Lord Barsham.
I say, Glossop, do you know why old Dunstable bunged an egg at Baxter?
I thought you might want to know that. There appears to be a member of the Blandings gardening staff who has a partiality for the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond, and he whistles and sings it outside the Duke's window. As a result, the Duke has for some time been lying in wait for him with a basket of eggs. Tonight, for some reason which I am unable to explain, Baxter put himself on, as an understudy. The Duke and I were in the garden suite, chatting of this and that, when he suddenly came on the air, and the Duke, diving into a cupboard like a performing seal, emerged with laden hands and started to say it with eggs. I should have explained that he has a rooted distaste for that particular song.
Oh, there you are, Bosom.
Ah, Lady Constance, I've just been telling the boys about the Duke's unfortunate accident.
Bosom, I would like to speak to you.
Sir.
Follow me.
Certainly, Aunt Connie.
That's dashed odd, Pongo. Surely her manner was frigid?
I don't know about her manner. Her eye was piping hot.
Warm eye, cold manner. Can Baxter have been blowing the gaff after all? But no, he wouldn't dare. Anyway, our pig-snitching scheme is off. Purses of gold are not to be, I'm afraid. The Duke's strangled hold on Emsworth, you will recall, was the threat of wrecking the home with a poker. This accident, of course, has rendered him incapable of any serious poker work for some time to come. And Emsworth, seizing his advantage, has notified him that he cannot have the pig.
Well, a purse of gold would have come in handy, but better to give it a miss, I suppose, than pass a night of terror in a car with a pig, what?
Yes. Though another complication has arisen, which is going to make it a little difficult for us to linger here and look about for ways of your collecting cash from Horace.
Oh, my gosh, what's happened now?
You know Polly's minstrel boy? The poet with a punch?
Ricky, what about him?
He will shortly be with us.
What?
Yes, he's joining the troupe. The Duke confided in me. That pig, he said, had been definitely promised to him, and if Emsworth thought he could double-cross him, he was dashed well mistaken. The Duke intends to steal the pig, and has sent for Ricky Gilpin to come and do it.
But if Ricky meets Miss Pott, we shall be dished. She's his intended, for God's sake. You can't fool a hard-headed fellow like that, the way we did Horace.
Well, he won't actually be in residence. The Duke's instructions to him were to take a room at the Emsworth Arms. He may not meet Polly.
A fat chance.
Pretty obese, I admit.
Over here, Uncle Alaric. Good Lord, have you hurt yourself? I'm so sorry. How did it happen?
I put my shoulder out, throwing an egg at my secretary. Get my telegram? And my elbow.
I did.
Now look here, Ricky. Ever since I came to Blandings, there's been a mystery man whistling the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond, day in and day out, on the lawn outside my room. Got on my nerves, beastly song.
Foul.
I wasn't going to stand it.
Quite right.
I laid in eggs.
Very sensible.
To throw at him.
Of course.
Turns out to be my secretary, Baxter. Last night, there he was again with his "you take the high road" and all the rest of it. I loosed off. Oh, and this morning, Connie says I ought to be ashamed of myself for behaving like that to poor Mr. Baxter. She's potty, of course.
Try some of this beer, Uncle Eric.
Don't be ridiculous.
Lady Constance Keeble was a gifted raconteuse. She had the knack of telling a story in a way that left her audience, even when it consisted of Lord Bosom, with a clear grasp of what she was talking about. After a shaky start, Lord Bosom followed her like a bloodhound.
So do you understand, Bosom?
Absolutely, Aunt Connie. Blandings Castle is overrun, not with mice, but impostors. What ho? Impostors.
You understand? Impostors.
What ho? Then, by Jove, it turns out that this bird was the bird after all.
Oh, Bosom.
What?
Really, there are times when you're exactly like your father.
No, the confidence-trick bird. Dash it, you can't have forgotten me telling you about the suave bimbo who got away with my wallet in Park Lane.
You don't mean...
Yes, that's just what I do mean. When I met him at the station, the first thing I said to myself was, what ho, the bird. And then I said to myself, no, not the bird, because you had told me he was a big bug in the medical world.
Oh.
But now you tell me he isn't a big bug in the medical world.
Bosom, this settles it. Mr. Baxter was wrong. He thinks these people have come down here to trap Horace Davenport into marrying the girl. I don't believe it. They're after my diamond necklace. We must act immediately.
What ho?
Uncle Alaric, you've been subjected to a campaign of deliberate and systematic persecution. What do you want me to do? Throw some more eggs at this man Baxter? Say the word and I start today.
No, give me your hand, Ricky, my boy. Sorry, forgot. Anyway, after tonight, there won't be any Baxter to throw eggs at. I'm sacking him. That's him over there by the fireplace. Drove me here. Now, what I've come to talk to you about is this pig.
What pig would that be?
Emsworth's. He promised to give it to me. Nothing done in writing, of course, but a gentleman's agreement. And now he says he won't.
What? The man must be a louse of the first water.
No, my boy, give me a... Oh, right.
So I suppose you want me to pinch this pig for you?
Precisely. When you're dealing with men like Emsworth, you can't be too nice in your methods.
I should say not. Well, how do I set about it?
Have your pencil and paper? I'll draw a map for you.
Here you are. There's a few rough notes for a ballade on it.
Good. Here's the castle. Here's my room. It's got a lawn outside, you see?
Got it. Looks a bit like a fried egg.
What? Now, along here, the drive. Shrubbery, meadow. In this meadow is the sty where the pig resides. You see the strategic significance of this? Anybody removing that pig from its sty could dive into the shrubbery with it, thus securing excellent cover. Only time he'd be in danger of being observed would be when crossing the lawn to my room, and I propose to select a moment for the operation when there will be no eyewitnesses.
I'm going to keep the animal in your room, Uncle Alaric.
Of course. It's on the ground floor, serviceable French windows. What's simpler than to bring the pig in through these windows and lodge it in the bathroom?
What, and keep it there all night?
Who said anything about night? It enters the bathroom at 2 p.m. Use your intelligence. At 2 o'clock, everyone's at lunch. Butler, footman, maids of all descriptions, and the pigman having his dinner, so the coast is clear.
Well, I'm impressed, Uncle.
Now, throughout the afternoon, the pig remains in the bathroom. During dinner, you will return, you will have a car waiting here. You will remove the pig, place it in the car, and drive it to my house in Wiltshire. Think you can do it?
On my head. If I may say so, it's a plan of genius.
Would you call it that?
Absolutely. Oh, by the way, Uncle Alaric, there's just one small point. Would you rather give me your cheque before I pinch the pig, or after?
What?
But half a jiffy, Aunt Connie. If you know these bounders are wrong uns, why don't we just whistle up the local police force?
We can't, you blockhead. It would mean that Mr. Baxter would lose his position with Alaric.
Why? Why would Baxter lose his position? Ah. Yes, all right. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't intend to be far away from my father's shotgun these next few days. This is official. I say, what are you doing, Aunt Connie?
I'm trying to stamp my foot, you idiot, but it's not easy from a sitting position.
Ah. As I was saying...
There is only one thing to do. We must send for a detective to watch these people.
Why, of course! That's the stuff. And by jingo, I know just the fella. That man of Horace's.
What man of Horace's?
The fella Horace told me about on the drive down. A friend of his engaged him to, do something or other.
And did he do it?
Oh, yes, he did it.
He's competent, then?
Oh, most competent.
What is his name?
Pot. Claude Pot.
Oh!
Take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye. But trouble it is there, and many hearts to share on the bonny, bonny banks of London.
In part 1 of Uncle Fred in the Springtime by P.G. Wodehouse, Uncle Fred was played by Alfred Molina, Lady Constance by Patricia Hodge, the Duke of Dunstable by Christopher Neame, Ricky Gilpin by Rufus Sewell, and Rupert Baxter by Jared Harris. Horace Davenport was played by Lloyd Owen, Lord Bosham by Simon Templeman, and Pongo Twistleton by Matthew Wolfe. Sophie Winkleman played Polly Pot, and Martin Jarvis was the Earl of Emsworth. Mustard Pot, Julian Holloway. Webster, Darren Richardson. The Porter, Alan Shearman. The Singing Gardener, Mark Holden. And Beach the Butler, Kenneth Danziger. Ian Ogilvy was the voice of P.G. Wodehouse. Uncle Fred in the Springtime was dramatised by Archie Scotney, directed by Martin Jarvis, and is a Jarvis and Ayres production for BBC Radio 4. Uncle Fred in the Springtime by P.G. Wodehouse, starring Alfred Molina, Patricia Hodge, Rufus Sewell, Christopher Neame, Julian Holloway, Simon Templeman, Lloyd Owen, Matthew Wolfe, Sophie Winkleman, Martin Jarvis, and Jared Harris. Ian Ogilvy is the voice of P.G. Wodehouse.
Oh, by the way, Uncle Alaric, there's just one small point. Would you rather give me your cheque before I pinch the pig, or after? What?
The Duke of Dunstable shot back in his chair, and his moustache, foaming upwards as if a gale had struck it, broke like a wave on the stern and rock-bound coast of the Dunstable nose. A lesser moustache would have worked loose at the roots. The Duke's recent high opinion of his nephew had undergone a sharp revision. Only a nephew of very exceptional charm could have retained his esteem after asking £250 for kidnapping Emsworth's pig.
What do you mean, give you my cheque?
For £250.
What the devil are you talking about, you potty, Ricky?
Uncle, I'm taking it for granted that you'll now let me have the money to buy that onion soup bar. You remember we discussed it in London. The man has since come down to £250, provided the cash is in his hands by the end of the week. You could write out a cheque now.
What? What on earth do you want with an onion soup bar?
I want to get married.
What do you mean, married? You got about twopence a year.
That's why I want to buy this onion soup bar.
A nice fool you'd look selling onion soup. It's been bad enough having to tell my friends you write poetry. Now you want me to spread it about you become a blasted soup dispenser? Ah!
Uncle.
And who is this girl?
Nobody you know.
Well, who's her father?
No, nobody special.
Well, that settles it. Not a penny do you get from me.
All right, and not a pig do you get from me.
What?
But my price for stealing pigs is £250 per pig per person, and if you don't wish to meet my terms, the deal is off.
Stop talking like a damn fool.
Uncle Alaric, your white hairs protect you. And I would just like to say this. You are without exception the worst tick and bounder that ever got fatty degeneration of the heart through half a century of gorging food and swilling wine rinsed from the lips of a starving proletariat. You make me sick. You poison the air. Goodbye, Uncle Alaric. I think we'd better terminate this interview, or I may become brusque. Good afternoon.
Baxter, come over here.
Your Grace? Yes, Your Grace?
Ever done any pig stealing?
I have not.
Well, you start today.
Claude Pott, private detective, was a realist. Where others, getting their initial glimpse of Blandings Castle, usually admired the rolling parkland and the noble trees, he merely felt that the owner of a place like this must unquestionably have what it takes to play Persian monarchs. Little wonder that life looked rosy to Claude Pott when the cab drew up at the front door and he was conducted by Beach the butler to the smoking room, where he found a substantial pink personage warming a solid trouser seat in front of a cheerful fire.
Mr. Claude Pott, my lord.
Hello, Pott. So, here you are, Pott, what? Splendid. Capital. Thank you, Beach.
My lord.
Come in, take a seat, my dear old clue collector.
Oh, thank you.
My name's Bosom. I'm by way of being Lord Emsworth's son.
Well, charmed, I'm sure.
Let's get down to it, shall we?
Yes, I should be glad to have a brief outline of the position of affairs.
Brief? Well, I'll cut it as short as I can. Do you know what imposters are?
Yes, sir.
Well, we've got them in the house. 3 of them. All imposting away like the dickens. I don't wonder my Aunt Constance is upset. It's not nice for a woman feeling that every time she goes to her room to fetch a handkerchief or whatnot, she may find the place littered with bounders rifling her jewel case.
Are these imposters M?
M?
Male.
2 of them are. The third in sharp contradistinction is female.
F.
Ah. And speaking of her brings us to the Baxter theory.
Is Baxter an impostor?
No. He's the Duke of Dunstable's secretary. A gosh-awful tick with steel-rimmed spectacles. His theory is that these blighters are here to lure the Duke into allowing his nephew, Ricky Gilpin, to marry the girl. In my opinion, there is nothing to that. They are after the swag.
But if you know that these individuals are here with criminal intent...
Why don't we lead them off with gyves upon their wrists? Ha! My dear old cigar-ash inspectors, what I'd give my eye-teeth to do, but it can't be done. It would lead to consequences, which we don't want led to. And when I say we, I speak principally for my Aunt Connie. Personally, I don't care if Baxter loses his job tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't follow you, Lord B.
I thought you wouldn't. Still, you've grasped the salient fact that the place is crawling with impostors?
I have.
Well, your job is to keep an eye on them. And if you see them dipping into the till, you shout, "Hoy," and they cheese it. That's simple enough? Capital. And you can start in at once. Oh, and by the way, you'd like something in the nature of a retaining fee, what?
I would.
Good. Here you are.
Oh, thank you. You've got a lot of money there, Lord B.
And I may need it before tomorrow's sun has set. It's the first day of the Bridgeford races, where I usually get skinned to the bone. You interested in racing?
Oh, I was at one time a turf commissioner.
Were you really? I expect you miss it, don't you?
I do at times, Lord B.
What do you do for amusement these days?
I like a quiet little game of cards.
So do I. I say. The trouble is, when I'm at home in Hampshire, I don't get the chance. My wife objects.
Some wives are like that.
Look here. While we're waiting for these impostors to get up steam, we could do far worse than have a friendly little game now.
As your lordship pleases.
I wish you wouldn't use that expression. It's what counsel for the defence kept saying to the judge at my breach of promise case. Don't do it if you don't mind.
Very good, your lordship.
And don't call me your lordship either. Call me Bosom.
Oh, righto, Bosom.
Yes. I'll ring for some cards, shall I?
Don't bother, Bosom. I have some with me. I like to play solitaire in the train.
Good Lord. You play anything else?
I'm fond of Snap.
Oh, yes. Snap's a good game.
And Animal Grab.
Oh, that's not bad either. But I can tell you something that's better than both.
Have you
ever heard of a game called Persian Monarchs?
No. What is it?
It's a thing I used to play a good deal at one time, though in recent years I've dropped it a bit. As I say, a married man of the right sort defers to his wife's wishes, if she's around. But now I'm here in Shropshire and she isn't. Be interesting to see if the old skill still lingers.
It's a pretty name. Is it difficult to learn?
I could teach it to you in a minute. Here's the way it goes. You cut a card, if you see what I mean, and the other fellow cuts a card, if you follow me. And then, if the card you've cut is higher than the card the other fellow has cut, you win. While conversely, if the card the other fellow's cut is higher than the card you've cut, he wins. Not too abstruse for you?
I think I see the idea.
I'm sure you'll pick it up as we go along. Start ho, Pot.
Start ho, Bosom.
Oh, hello.
What? Oh, yes, you're that niece.
Yes, of Sir Roderick Glossop. I am Gwendolen.
That's right. Damned attractive name.
Oh, thank you.
Damned attractive young woman, too.
Oh.
Steaming hot cup, in fact. You remind me of,
Yes?
Never mind. Oxford. Long ago.
Well, thanks.
Married?
Engaged.
Ah, lucky fella. What you wasting your time at Blandings for?
Oh, to be of assistance to my uncle.
You'll need it. They're all potty here. Good day to you. I have a nephew who, Good day.
Good day.
I say, Mustard Pot.
Coo, Lord I.
What on earth are you doing in the middle of Shropshire, Mustard?
Well, it's a secret, Lord I, but I know you won't let it go any further. I was sent for.
Sent for? By Polly?
Polly? She's not here.
Yes, she is. Who sent for you?
Lord Bosom. Seems there's impostors in the place, and he wants an eye kept on them.
Does he, by Jove?
Yes, I'm to keep my eyes skinned to see that they don't walk off with the objet d'art.
I see. What did he tell you about these impostors?
That there was 3 of them. 2 M, 1 F.
Ah. The impostors to whom Bosom refers are, reading from right to left, your daughter Polly, my nephew Pongo, and myself.
You're pulling my leg, Lord I.
No. Perhaps I'd better explain.
But then Lord Ickenham paused for a moment. He just remembered that Mr. Pott did not approve of his daughter's desire to marry Ricky Gilpin. He also recalled that it was her father's hope that Polly would succumb to the charms of Horace Davenport. It seemed to him, therefore, that if Mr. Pott's cooperation was to be secured, it would be necessary to deviate slightly from the actual facts.
Polly is in love with Horace Davenport.
Eh? Oh, I've dropped a tenner.
Oh, here you are. Somebody been leaving you a fortune, Mustard?
Tantamount to that, Lord I. Young Bosom, and a nice young fellow he is, was teaching me to play Persian monarchs.
How much did you get away with?
250, I make it.
That will make a nice little dowry for Polly. Help her to buy her trousseau.
Eh?
I'll come back to that later. For the moment, I will be putting you au courant with the position at Blandings Castle. The key to the whole business is that Polly is in love with Horace Davenport.
But I thought she was in love with young Gilpin.
A mere passing flirtation. No, Horace Davenport is the man, and he loves her just as she loves him. He came down here the day after that dance, and we came the day after, following him.
Why?
It's quite simple. You know who Horace is, Mustard. The nephew and heir of the Duke of Dunstable.
Ooh, I like a duke.
And we have come here in the humble capacity of impostors. I'm here in the guise of Sir Roderick Glossop, nerve doctor, because it is essential, if there is to be a happy ending, that Polly shall fascinate the Duke and set him thinking that she is the ideal girl to marry his nephew and heir. This Duke is tough, Mustard. He nails his collar to the back of his neck to save buying studs.
Ouch!
And you must keep yourself in the background, Mustard. Polly is supposed to be my daughter.
Eh? Why couldn't she have come here as my daughter?
Well, it just happened to work out the other way. Now, this money you've taken off Bosom, I want you to give it to me, my dear old friend.
What?
And I will hand it over to Polly as her wedding portion.
Oh, Lord, I
know. It will be agony.
Yes, but I don't approve of a young girl having a lot of money. I wouldn't mind giving her a tenner, but 250...
A trifle compared with your peace of mind. If you fail her now, you will never have another happy moment.
How about a nice 20?
All or nothing, Mustard. Oh, dash it, it's not as if the money would be lost. You can always take it off Horace at Persian monarchs after the honeymoon.
Coo, that's right, isn't it? Of course I can. Here you are, Lord I, 250.
Thank you, Mustard. I shall pass it on to Pongo, who's temporarily my son, Basil Glossop, by the way, to hand on to Polly. You'll never regret this, my dear fellow.
Why, hello, Mr. Pott.
Eh? Oh, it's you, young Gilpin. What are you doing here?
My Uncle Alaric sent for me. He's staying at Blandings Castle. He wanted to see me on a business matter, but it fell through. I'm leaving for London this evening. You're here for the Bridgeford races, of course.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Have some of this beer, it's good.
No, thank you.
It occurs to me, Mr. Pott, there's something I'd like a word with you about. Are you fond of onion soup?
No.
Well, lots of people are. And in this connection, I want to put a business proposition up to you.
Eh?
I don't know if Polly's happened to mention to you, Mr. Pott, that I have the opportunity of buying one of these onion soup bars. You'll probably notice them around Piccadilly Circus way.
Oh, I seem to remember her talking about it.
Enthusiastically, I expect. They coin money. Gold mines, every one of them. The one I'm speaking of belongs to an American friend of mine. He's offered to let me have it for £250.
£250? Ow! That's a lot of money.
A lot of money? For a going concern, right in the heart of London's onion soup drinking belt? He's simply giving it away. He says I can have it for £250, provided I give him the money by the end of the week. And let me tell you, Mr. Pott, the potentialities are stupendous. I've watched the bottle party addicts rolling up with their tongues out. It's like a herd of buffaloes stampeding for a waterhole.
Then you'd better give him his £250.
I would, if I had it. Can you lend me the money?
No.
Well, if any interest you like.
No, sir. Include me out.
You can't say you haven't got it.
I have got it, and more.
Then why?
I'll tell you why. Because if I give it you, you'll go and talk my dear daughter into marrying you. Polly's easily led. Anything to make people happy. And then the bitter awakening, because after all, young G, what are you? Just a poet. Polly can do better.
I'm sorry you dislike
me. No, it's not disliking. It's disapproving of. My dear daughter ought to marry a man of substance. This Horace Davenport now.
Horace?
Yeah, it's all very well to say Horace in that tone of voice.
Now look here. You. Oi, you.
What? Oh, good heavens. Good afternoon. Mr. Davenport, is it not? Delighted to see you. But what are we doing here? I thought we had decided to go and take a rest cure at Bournemouth.
Cut that wee stuff out. Not in the mood.
Oh. This is not the delightfully receptive Horace Davenport of our previous meeting when you confided in me about those hallucinations of yours.
I tell you, cheese it.
I beg your pardon?
My gosh, you jolly well ought to. It may interest you to learn that I know all.
Indeed?
Yes. You are not Sir Roderick Glossop. You're Valerie's Uncle Fred. I met someone in London who knows Glossop, and I've had him described to me in pitiless detail.
My dear fellow, you are perfectly right. I am Valerie's Uncle Fred.
And I wasn't suffering from any hallucinations. It was Pongo Trizzleton and Polly Pott that I met in the hall that time. Nice thing you three blisters did to me, making me think I was off my rocker.
No doubt you're feeling much relieved.
What I am feeling, if you must know, is pretty dashed shirty.
I can only say that I am sorry, but it was military necessity. Let me explain why we're all visiting Blandings Castle incognito like this. We are hoping that Polly may succeed in winning the Duke's heart without his knowing who she is, thus paving the way for her marriage to your cousin Ricky. We could not trust your open, honest nature not to give the show away.
But I thought Ricky and Polly had split up.
Far from it. It is true there was a temporary rift, but Ricky is once more 100% the devout lover.
Then why does he want to murder me?
He doesn't.
He does, I tell you. He's got the idea that I'm a kind of... Who was that chap with such a devil with the other sex? Donald something.
Donald Duck.
Donald Juan. Don Juan, that's the fellow I mean. Unless I can convince Ricky that I am not a Don Juan and not up to any funny business with Polly, the worst will happen.
I appear not to be abreast of the stop-press situation. You had better tell me your story.
This Horace Davenport, he's the nephew of a duke.
Well, if we're being snobs, so am I the nephew of a duke, the same Duke Dunstable, as a matter of fact.
Aha, but your ma hadn't the stuff, and Horace's pa had.
Mr. Pott, let me put it this way. If ever there was a pot-bellied little human louse who needed to have the stuffing kicked out of him and his remains jumped on by strong men in hobnailed boots, it is you, Mr. Pott. If ever I see a mob in the streets setting on you, I shall offer to hold their coats and stand by and cheer.
All right, young G. There is such a thing as going too far, and you have gone it. No wonder Polly is now seeing Horace Davenport. I will take my refreshment elsewhere.
What? Seeing Davenport? Nonsense! I don't believe a word of it.
I will wish you a very good afternoon, and there's an end to it.
All right. If you want the thing in a nutshell, then, Valerie is in full possession of the facts concerning your goings-on, and she's coming here tomorrow at the latest.
Valerie, coming here?
I thought that would touch you up.
Not at all. I'm always glad to see my dear niece, always. You have run into her again, then?
I met her at a restaurant in London last night, by chance. Well, I was telling Valerie how miserable I've been since she handed me the mitten. I saw her eyes soften, and a tear stole into it. The next moment, we were locked in a close embrace.
And then?
Then it turned out that a friend of hers knew Sir Roderick Glossop. Her description made it clear that you couldn't be him, so it seemed pretty obvious that he must be you.
Remorseless reasoning.
The outcome was that Valerie's intention is to breeze down here and expose you to one and all. And I saw what I had to do was make an early start and get here before she did. Because, you see, though all is forgiven, she still seems a bit curious about Polly.
You mean about your relations with her?
Yes. So as soon as I could manage it, I drove here to tell Polly to clear out while there was yet time.
Very shrewd.
I phoned her from the Emsworth Arms, arranging a meeting at the castle gate. I then drove there.
And?
I found Ricky on the back of my car, frothing at the mouth.
On the back of your car?
Yes. He's stowed away. As I climbed down from the front, he climbed down from the back and made a dive at me.
It must have given you a start.
It did. He wouldn't let me back in. I had to leave him standing guard over my car, and I walked up to the front door. And having missed Polly, the best I could do was sneak up here.
Right. Polly shall be removed from Blandings before Valerie arrives. Indeed, I rather think that none of us will be here to welcome the dear girl. If Valerie were in a position to report to GHQ, viz. My wife Jane, that she had found me at Blandings Castle posing as a brain specialist, the consequences might stagger humanity. So rest assured, my boy, that I will lose no time in collecting my young associates, and you shall drive us back to London.
But how can I get at the car?
I think I shall be able to adjust your little problem with Ricky satisfactorily. I would suggest that you remain here till my return. If you prefer to hide in the cupboard in case your uncle the Duke happens to look in, by all means do so. Make yourself at home. Polly?
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Oh, Uncle Fred.
Don't tell me. You went to meet Horace at the gate and found Ricky.
Oh.
And from your manner, I gather that the plug ugly, rather than the poet, was uppermost in him.
Oh, he was awful. Not that you can blame him. After all, I had promised I would never see Horace again, and there I was, sneaking off to him.
Oh, don't be so infernally broad-minded, child. So what happened?
He raved and yelled at me. He said everything was over. Then I lost my temper and started being as beastly as he was.
Do you hate him?
Of course I don't.
You mean in spite of everything, you love him still?
Of course I do.
Women are amazing. Well, I'll soon fix things. I'm on my way down to the gates to interview him now. Wait there. Watch this space. Mr. Gilpin, I presume?
Who are you?
My name is Ickenham.
Oh.
No doubt Polly has spoken of me.
Yes.
Then, in reciprocal spirit, I will now speak of Polly.
You're wasting your time. I know Polly sent you to try to talk me round.
My dear fellow, you little know that proud girl.
What? That bally rich. The girl who's supposed to love you, hobnobbing with Horace Davenport after she'd promised...
My dear boy, it was precisely because she loved you that she did hobnob with Horace. Let me explain. Polly went to that ball to catch Horace in mellow mood and plead with him to advance you the sum which you require for that onion soup bar of yours.
What?
For weeks she had been sedulously sweetening him by giving him dancing lessons, and that night was to have marked the culmination of the enterprise. But your headstrong conduct ruined her plans, so she had to wait for another opportunity. Learning that Horace was expected here, she came too. She met him, she got the money.
She... What?
Certainly. It's in her possession now. She was bringing it to you.
But how did she know I was here?
What does it matter how she knew? Suffice it that she did know, and she came running to you with the money in her hand like a child about to show some cherished treasure. And you, what did you do? You behaved like a cad and a scoundrel. I'm not surprised that she feels she has had a lucky escape.
Oh, my gosh, does she?
That is what she was saying when I saw her just now, and I don't blame her. There can be no love without trust, and a pretty exhibition of trustfulness you gave, did you not?
Oh, Law, I've mucked things up properly.
I'm glad you realise it.
Where is Polly? I must see her.
I wouldn't advise it. She's furious with you at the moment. There is only one thing you can do. When are you returning to London?
I had meant to catch the early evening train.
Do so. Polly will be back at her home shortly. As soon as she arrives, go and buy her chocolates and send them round with a grovelling note.
I will.
You might then plead for an interview. And when I say plead, I mean plead.
Of course.
She was fond of you once, and it may be that she will grow fond of you again. I will talk to her and do what I can for you.
It's awfully kind of you.
Not at all. Good evening, Gilpin, my boy. And remember, chocolates, humble, remorseful chocolates, and plenty of them.
But why wouldn't you let Ricky see me, Uncle Fred?
My dear child, the only way of ensuring a happy married life is to get it thoroughly clear at the outset who is going to skipper the team. My own dear wife settled the point during the honeymoon, and ours has been an ideal union.
It's all nonsense. I'm going to see him. I don't care if he does go on thinking he's the boss. So he is, and I like it.
Oh, very well, if that's the sort of thing you want. But you can't see him now. He has gone to catch his train. Why not get Horace to drive you to London tonight?
Would he, do you think? He's had one long drive already today.
It is his dearest wish to have another, provided you are at his side. Pongo and I can come on in the morning by train.
But are you leaving too?
We are. Get Horace to tell you all about it. You will find him in my bedroom. If you don't see him, look in the cupboard.
Cupboard.
I, meanwhile, must be getting in touch with Pongo. The news that we are flitting should please him. For some reason, Pongo has not been happy at Blandings Castle. By the way, did you meet him?
Yes, as I was coming back after seeing Ricky.
Good. I was only wondering if you had got that money all right.
Pongo did offer me some money, but I gave it back to him.
Gave it back?
Yes, I didn't want it.
What? But, my good child, it was the purchase price of the onion soup bar. Your wedding portion.
I know, he told me. But I'd just had that frightful row with Ricky, and we'd parted forever, and I was thinking of drowning myself, so I didn't want a wedding portion. Will you tell Pongo I should like it, after all?
You would not speak in that airy, casual way if you knew the circumstances. There will be a nasty hacking sound as he coughs up. Still, you may rely on me to protect your interests. I will bring the stuff round to the pot home tomorrow afternoon. And now run along and find Horace. I know he would appreciate an early start.
All right. Uncle Fred, you're an angel. Mwah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Well, think nothing of it. Pongo, my boy.
Hello, Uncle Fred. I say, what a lovely afternoon.
Very.
The air, the birdery, the scent of growing things.
Quite. Pongo, about that money.
What? The money you gave me to give to Miss Pott. Oh, yes, I was going to tell you about that. I offered it to her, but she said that having parted with Ricky, she had no need of it. So I trousered it and toddled on to Market Blandings and breezed into the post office and shoved 250 quid into an envelope addressed to George Budd, bookmaker, and sent it off, registered. So all is now well, debt paid. Oh, the relief is stupendous.
Pongo, this is a little awkward.
How do you mean? It seems to me... Oh, my aunt. Don't tell me Polly's changed her mind and wants the stuff after all.
I fear so.
You mean she's made it up with Ricky?
Yes.
And needs that money to get married on?
Exactly. I told Ricky the money was actually in her possession, and he went off to catch his train with golden visions of soup-swilling multitudes dancing before his eyes. I told Polly I would bring her the stuff tomorrow, and she went off singing. It is not going to be pleasant to have to reveal the facts.
What's to be done?
I have it. Mustard.
Eh?
Mustard pot. We must unleash mustard once more.
At Bosom?
Not at Bosom. People who play Persian monarchs with mustard in the afternoon are seldom in a frame of mind to play again in the evening. Lord Emsworth is the man.
Old Emsworth? Oh, I say, dash it.
I know what you mean. One ought to draw the line at nicking a kindly host. But in a crisis like this, one must sink one's finer feelings. I don't believe I told you, did I, that your sister Valerie is expected here shortly?
What?
Which means that we have got to get out of here by tomorrow's 8:25 train without fail. So we cannot loiter and dally if we are to secure funds for Polly. It is not a question of asking ourselves, is it right to take it off Emsworth? But rather, has he got it? And he has. Emsworth, therefore, shall give us of his plenty.
Good afternoon to you. How are you, Emperor? Had your tea? Come on. Something for you. Come on. Huh? What? Where are you? What? Oh. My pig. Where's my pig? Emperor? My pig! Very man. What am I to do?
Hemsworth, what's happened?
Ickenham.
Hemsworth, it's clear from your manner you're in the grip of some strong emotion.
Can
you spill it?
What? It's my pig.
The Empress of Blandings?
Yes, my pig.
What's happened? Sit down.
What? Oh. I'd gone down to her sty, refreshed myself with an after-tea look at her.
And?
She's not there. She's gone.
Gone?
Yes. The sty was empty. Her bed had not been slept in. My pigman's searching the grounds now. I know who the culprit is.
What? Who?
Alaric, Duke of Dunstable. He told me he wanted my pig.
Well, Emsworth, old chap, I doubt the Duke's the guilty party.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, he's been in his room all afternoon.
You sure?
Absolutely. He retired there after lunch and hasn't been seen again.
You don't say.
And he couldn't have gone out into the garden through his bedroom window, because I know Baxter has been sitting on the lawn from 1:30 onwards.
Baxter?
You may recall that Baxter was not with us at lunch.
Oh?
He had a slight attack of dyspepsia and decided to skip the meal.
Oh.
Well, my condolences. The thing becomes one of the great historic mysteries, ranking with the case of the Marie Celeste. I do have a suggestion.
What?
Something to take your mind off the thing. Excellent method might be to play cards.
Oh.
Well, here's Mr. Mustard Pot, been sitting quietly. He'll give you a game. Mustard, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't happen to have a pack handy.
Certainly, your lordships. Persian monarchs, perhaps?
Oh. All right. I used to play a lot of it. Very well. Jack of... 10 of... oh, dear. Oh, Lord. Oh, bless myself. Oh, Mr. Pot, you've won every coup.
Yes, I'm so sorry, your lordship.
Well, thank you for a pleasant game. Yeah, fortunate we've not been playing for money, what? Otherwise I might have lost a considerable sum.
Eh?
Ah.
A very good evening, too.
Oh, Lord, I.
Yes, indeed, Mustard.
This has never happened to me before. I definitely said a tenner a coup. But I guess he was thinking about his pig all the time. Oh, hello, Your Grace. Would you care for a game of Persian monarchs?
No? What's going on? Hello, Glossop.
Dunstable, Mr. Pod here was just suggesting a game of Persian monarchs. I don't play, but...
Persian monarchs, be delighted. Had a boring afternoon. Just left my room for a few minutes. Game of Persian monarchs is just what I would enjoy.
Excellent, Your Grace. I'm obliged. Please be seated. A tenner a coup. I say a tenner a coup.
Very well. Yes, I was rather gifted at this pastime as a young man. Get on with it.
And I tell you, Pongo, Dunstable's claim to excellence at the game was proved to the hilt. Mark you, I don't think Mustard was at his best. That supreme effort with Emsworth had left him weak and listless. Dunstable took £300 off him in 10 minutes. It was Persian monarchs par excellence. I never expect to witness a finer display of pure science.
£300?
Paid right across the counter. Pot swears revenge, of course.
But if Pot had all that on him, why didn't he give it to Polly?
Not even for a daughter's sake would Mustard give up his working capital.
So now what do we do?
Well, now, of course, we nip into the Duke's room and pinch the stuff.
Pinch it? But you can't pinch money.
Well, dash bad form, of course, I know. But I shall look upon it as a loan, to be paid back at irregular intervals.
But dash it...
It's got to be done. Polly's need is paramount. I look on her more like a daughter than a whatnot. I suppose my feelings towards her are roughly those of Emsworth towards his pig. And I'm not going to allow far-fetched scruples to stand in my way. So, as I say, we'll pinch the stuff.
You aren't proposing to lug me into this?
Lug you? Lug you? What an extraordinary expression. I had naturally supposed that you would be overjoyed to do your bit. But for you, Polly would have all the money she needs.
Oh, golly.
In a sense, you are morally bound to sit in.
That's right, I suppose.
Then you will?
Of course, rather.
Good. I'm relieved. Right. Dunstable, for some reason, is keeping closely to his room. It will be your task to flit about the lawn outside Dunstable's window singing The Bonny, Bonny Banks of Loch Lomond.
Eh? Why?
I'll explain all later. I now have to make a call on Mustard. I need to obtain from him 2 knockout drops.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. You may leave this side of the thing to me with every confidence. I'm going to filch that 300 from the Duke's room, or my name isn't Roderick Glossop. Which of course it isn't. Your duties will not begin until after dinner.
Oh!
Ah, my dear Mr. Baxter.
What do you want?
I just dropped in to offer condolences. How are you?
Oh.
A touch of the collywobbles, I understand? Oh, too bad, too bad. We all missed you at lunch, and there was a great deal of sympathy expressed. By myself, of course, no less than the others.
I can do without your sympathy.
Can any of us do without sympathy, Baxter, even from the humblest? Mine, moreover, takes a practical and constructive form. I have here a tablet which I guarantee will make you forget the most absorbing stomachache. You take it in a little water. I see you have a tumbler there. I place the tablet in it, so I fill with water. Thus, I stir, I mix, and there you are. Drink it down, and let's see what happens.
It's obvious that you've come here in the hope of getting round me. You want something.
Merely to see you your old bonny self again.
You're trying to conciliate me, and I know why. You've begun to wonder if the hold you suppose yourself to have over me is quite as great as you imagined.
Beautifully expressed.
Oh, let me tell you at once that you have no hold over me. Since our conversation in the billiard room, the whole situation has changed. I have been able to perform a great service for my employer regarding a professional matter, with the result that I am no longer in danger of being dismissed for having gone to that ball. So I may as well inform you it is my intention to have you turned out of the house immediately. Oh!
My dear fellow, you're in pain. You had better drink that mixture.
Get out!
Very well, since you wish it. Oh, I beg your pardon.
Hello. Hello. Want anything?
Only dinner, Bosom.
Oh, well, it'll be ready in a minute.
Jolly good. Toodaloo.
What was that bird after, Baxter?
I kicked him out, Lord Bosom, before he could tell me. Ostensibly, his purpose was to bring me something for my indigestion, a tablet. He put it in that glass. What he was really up to, of course, was a request that I would refrain from exposing him as an impostor.
But you can't expose him, can you? Wouldn't you lose your job?
There is no longer any danger of that. The situation has changed.
Changed? Ah. Then now I'm in a position to set about these impostors as impostors should be set about. That's really official, is it?
Quite. Oh.
Anguish?
No.
If I were you, Baxter, I'd drink the stuff the blighter gave you. The fact that a chap is an impostor doesn't necessarily mean he can't spot a good stomachache cure when he sees one.
Oh.
Down the hatch with it, my writhing old serpent, with a hey nonny and a hot cha-cha.
No! All right, I'll do it. Hand me the glass.
Here you are. Aunt Connie!
Oh, what? Bosom, I'm on my way to dinner. Are you intoxicated?
Of course I'm not. Listen, Aunt Connie. You know those impostors? Impostors A, B, and C. M's and an F. Well, things are getting hot. Imposter A has just laid Baxter out cold with a knockout drop.
What? I don't understand.
Well, I can't make it any simpler. Imposter A has just slipped Baxter a Mickey Finn. It must mean that tonight's the night, that whatever dirty work they are contemplating will be done before tomorrow's sun has risen. Now, we'll go into dinner, but mark this, Aunt Connie, and mark it well. The moment we rise from the table, I get the governor's good old gun, and I lurk. I don't know what's up, and you don't know what's up, but the something is up sticks out a mile. Come along.
At 20 minutes past 9, the Duke of Dunstable, who had dined off a tray in his room, was about to savour his coffee and the generous glass of brandy liqueur that had been brought to him by Beach the butler. But he was anxious. The failure of Rupert Baxter to report for duty and drive the pig to Wiltshire was affecting him.
Baxter, where the devil...
It's only me, Your Grace. Glossop, the brain chap. Good evening. I wonder if you could spare me a moment.
What?
It's about that money you won from that man. Pott is his name, I believe.
What about it?
I've been talking to him. He is most distressed. I beg your pardon? Yes, most distressed. It seems that, in a sense, the money was not his to gamble with.
What do you mean? Robbed a till or something, did he?
No. It was a sum which he had been saving up for his daughter's wedding portion, and now it's gone.
What do you expect me to do about it?
You wouldn't feel inclined to give it back?
Give it back? Never heard of such a thing.
Well, it would be a pity if his daughter were not able to get married.
Why?
She's engaged to a fine young poet.
Poet? Don't talk to me about poets, scum of the earth.
So you won't give the money back?
No. And you'll have to go now. I'm expecting my secretary at any moment for an important conference. You haven't seen him anywhere, have you?
I had a few words with him before dinner, but I've not seen him since. Ah, there he is, no doubt.
Eh?
Someone knocked, I think.
What? I didn't hear anything. Baxter, is that you?
There we are. Jolly Mickey Finn. Jolly good.
Nobody there.
Ah, then I was mistaken. Well, I will be leaving you. Good night, my dear fellow. Tinkety. Tonk.
Where the devil is he?
Oh, hello, Your Grace. I was just coming along to your suite.
Eh? What do you mean?
Well, seeing as how you like a nice card game, I wondered if you'd enjoy a game of Slippery Joe. It's
Go to hell. I'm looking for my secretary.
Oh. Well, if he's left the door open, £300 morally belonging to myself, so... Damn. Oh, no, wait a minute. Try the French windows. Let's see. Oh, too late anyway. There he is, back in his room. Close shave. Never mind.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond.
What? What's that? Hey, is that you, Baxter? Is that your signal? Where are you, dash it? Hey, dash it, Baxter. Where the devil are you? Baxter! Baxter, I say! Baxter!
Well, thank you, Your Grace. In you go, Pot. Now, where's my 300? Eh? Ooh, someone coming. Embarrassing. Right, dive for the bathroom.
Ah, and well sung, Pongo. What artistry. Never seen a duke move quicker. Now, where's that wedding portion? What? What? Oh, I say, mustard.
Oh, your lordship. Give me that brandy.
No, mustard, stop. No, not that. Oh, too late. Oh, mustard. Oh, tut. Well.
Hello.
Ah, the bosom old thing, I say.
What's going on? Well, I'm dashed. Here's a nice state of things. By the way, imposter, this is my father's shotgun. I see so. You've put it across poor old Pot now, have you? That's a bit thick. We engage detectives at enormous expense, and as fast as we can get them in, you bowl them over with knockout drops.
Ah, well.
You jolly well get in there. Into that cupboard with you. Quick, and no back chat.
Of course. Certainly, old chap. By all means. Here we are.
Can I be of assistance, my lord?
Beach, yes.
Is that a corpse, my lord?
No, probably not. Beach.
My lord?
Get a flock of footmen and have Mr. Pot taken up to his room, will you?
Very good, my lord.
Well, that's put a stopper on imposter A, but what about imposter B? Yoicks! The bathroom! All right. Come out at once. You hear? I have a shotgun. Oh, my golly. The governor's pig. Hello. No, get away. Careful. Oh!
No, just an accident. Sorry. No, sorry.
What's going on? Indoor artillery practice? What?
Bosom, what's been happening?
The governor's pig.
What? My pig! Connie, my pig! What? My pig! No! Wait! No! Wait, my beauty! Empress! Wait for me!
Clarence! Clarence! Oh, what... Bosom. Is that a corpse?
Quite all right, Aunt Connie. Just an accident.
Accident?
I mean the gun going off. Sorry you were troubled. No, not a corpse. Just, a comatose.
What?
Insensate, don't you know?
What has been happening?
Yes, I thought you'd want to know that. Well, it was like this.
Oh, be quiet, Bosom.
All quite simple and in order.
I thought the Duke had been murdered.
No such luck. By the way, I wonder where he's got to. Here's Beach. He'll tell us. Do you know where the Duke is, Beach?
No, my lord. Pardon me, my lord. My lady, John and Henry are here to carry out the removal of the gentleman.
Oh, yes, proceed by all means.
Thank you, my lord. Ready, John? Yes. Your end. Down a bit. Easy.
Pardon me, my lady.
Yes, Beach.
A Miss Twistleton has arrived, my lady.
Miss Twistleton?
Twistleton? That's the girl who gave Horace the raspberry.
What can she be doing here at this hour?
That we can ascertain by seeing the wench. Where did you park her, Beach?
I showed the lady into the drawing room, my lord.
Then ho for the drawing room. Oh, Beach, can you use a gun?
As a young lad, I was somewhat expert with an air gun, my lord.
Well, take this. It isn't an air gun, but the principle's the same. You put it to the shoulder and pull the trigger thus. So sorry. I forgot that would happen. It's silly of me. Now I have to reload. There's a miscreant in that cupboard, Beach, who wants watching like a hawk. And I shall require you to stay here and see that he doesn't get out. Here's the gun. Lord, at the first sign of any funny business on his part, such as trying to break down the door, whip the weapon to the shoulder and blaze away like Billy. You follow me, Beach?
Yes, my lord.
Then pick up the feet, Aunt Connie, and let's go.
There that we parted in yon bonny glen, on the steep, steep side of Bunloman, wherein purple hue the highland hills we view, and the moon glints out in the gloaming.
What the devil's this? A butler toting a gun? What do you mean, you fella? Invading my private apartment with a dash-grade cannon?
Your Grace.
Don't point that thing at me, sir. Put it down and explain.
I must apologise for my presence, Your Grace, but I was instructed by Lord Bosom to remain here and act as his deputy during his temporary absence. I am informed by his lordship that he has deposited a miscreant in the cupboard.
A what?
Something, I gather, in the nature of a nocturnal marauder, Your Grace. His lordship gave me to understand that he discovered the man in this room and, having overpowered him, locked him in the cupboard.
Which cupboard?
I believe this is the safe deposit in question, Your Grace.
My God! All in among my spring suits. Let him out at once. I'm not going to have smelly miscreants ruining my clothes. Let him out immediately.
Very good, Your Grace.
I'll throw the door open and you stand ready with your gun. Now then, when I say 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ha Good evening.
Good Lord, it's the Bain chap.
Ah, my dear Duke. Good evening once more. I wonder if I might use your hairbrush. The thatch has become a little disordered. Thank you.
What on earth were you doing going into cupboards?
I went in because I was requested to by the man behind the gun. I don't know how you feel about these things, my dear fellow, but my view is that when an impetuous young gentleman fingering the trigger of a gun tells you to go into a cupboard, it is best to humour him.
But why did he tell you to go into the cupboard?
Ah, there you take me into deep waters. He gave me no opportunity of inquiring.
I mean, you're not a nocturnal marauder.
No, I just called in for a chat with you.
I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Hey, you, go and fetch Lord Bosom.
Very good, Your Grace.
The fact of the matter is, the whole family's potty. As I told you before, I just met Emsworth in the garden. His manner was most peculiar. He called me a pig-stealing pest and a number of other things. I made allowances, of course, for the fact that he's as mad as a hatter, but I shall leave tomorrow, and I shan't come here again. They'll miss me. Can't help that. Did Bosom shoot at you?
No.
He shot at someone.
Yes, I heard a fusillade going on.
The fellow oughtn't to be at large. Human life isn't safe. Ah, there he is.
Thank you, Beach.
My lord. Hey, you, Bosom. What the devil do you mean?
Yes, I should be rather intrigued to make his acquaintance. Well, hello, all.
What, Valerie? Where did you spring from?
This, Alaric, is Miss Twistleton.
Of course she's Miss Twistleton, I know that.
Ah, she is Miss Twistleton, is she? You identify her?
Of course I identify her. It's Valerie.
My mistake. I thought she might be Imposter D.
Bosom, you're an idiot.
Righto, Aunt Connie.
Bosom, you're a damn fool.
Righto, Duke.
Chump.
Righto, Miss Twistleton. It was just that it occurred to me that Miss Twistleton, though she said she was Miss Twistleton, might not be Miss Twistleton, but simply pretending to be Miss Twistleton in order to extricate Imposter A from a nasty spot. But of course, if you're all solid on the fact of Miss Twistleton really being Miss Twistleton, my theory falls to the ground. Sorry, Miss Twistleton.
Bosom, will you please stop drivelling?
Righto, Aunt Connie.
And now perhaps you'll explain, young cloth-headed Bosom, what you mean by shutting your father's guests in cupboards. Do you realise that the man might have messed up my spring suits and died of suffocation?
We came to let Lord Ickenham out.
Let who out?
Lord Ickenham.
How do you mean, Lord Ickenham?
I now know this to be Lord Ickenham.
Yes, I am Lord Ickenham, and this is my favourite niece.
I'm your only niece.
Perhaps that's the reason.
What? I don't understand all this. If you're Ickenham, why didn't you say you were Ickenham? Why did you tell us you were Glossop?
Precisely. I'm waiting for Lord Ickenham to explain his extraordinary behaviour.
Me too. And he played a confidence trick on me in London.
My dear fellow, merely an experiment in the interests of science. I sent your wallet to your home, by the way. You will find it waiting there for you.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I value that wallet.
Right. I will now ask Lord Ickenham to explain why he came to Blandings Castle pretending to be Sir Roderick Glossop.
It's a long story.
We have the night before us, Uncle.
And why did he lay out Baxter and our detective with knockout drops?
Please, Bosom.
Yes, as I say, it's a long story, but if you're sure it won't bore you...
No, not at all. We shall all be most interested. So will Aunt Jane when I tell her.
My dear child, you mustn't breathe a word to your aunt about meeting me here.
Oh, no.
Emphatically not. Lady Constance will agree with me, I know, when she has heard what I have to say. The explanation of the whole thing is absurdly simple. I came here on Emsworth's behalf.
I do not understand you.
I will make myself plain. Emsworth came and told me a strange and romantic story.
And now you're telling us one.
My dear.
Thank you. It seemed that he had become sentimentally attached to a certain young woman.
What? Why, dash it, he was 100 last birthday.
Your father is a man of about my own age. I should describe him as being in the prime of life.
Exactly.
I often say that life begins at 60.
So do I, frequently.
That, at any rate, was how Emsworth felt. The fever of spring was coursing through his veins. He conceived a deep attachment for this girl and persuaded me to bring her here as my daughter.
What? You mean that my brother is infatuated with that child?
It was his dearest wish to make her his bride.
What?
And he asked me as an old friend to help him. He anticipated that there would be opposition to the match, and his rather ingenious scheme was that I should come to Blandings Castle posing as the Sir Roderick Glossop who was expected, and should bring the girl with me as my daughter. His idea, shrewd, however one may deplore it, was that you, Lady Constance, would find yourself so attracted by the girl's personality that the task of revealing the truth to you would become a simple one. He relied on her, I quote his expression, to fascinate you.
Oh, did he?
Who is this frightful girl?
She is the daughter of a retired bookie.
My God!
Yes. Well, Emsworth came to me and proposed this scheme, and you can picture my dismay as I listened. Argument, I could see, would have been useless. The man was obsessed.
Have you ever thought of writing fairy stories?
No, I can't say I have.
Never mind all that, dash it. Get on, get on, get on.
So, I did not attempt argument. I agreed to his proposal. And shall I tell you why?
Yes, do.
Because a sudden thought had struck me. Was it not possible, I asked myself, that if Emsworth were to see this girl at Blandings Castle, with the portraits of his ancestors gazing down at her...
I see what you're getting at. You thought it might cause him to take another look at the frightful little squirt and realize he was making an ass of himself.
Exactly. And that is just what happened. The scales fell from his eyes. This evening he told her it could never be, and she has left for London.
Then dash it. Everything's all right.
Thank heaven.
I'm afraid you are both overlooking something. There are such things as breach of promise cases.
What?
I fear so. He tells me the girl went off muttering threats.
Then what's to be done?
Lady Constance, you must make a financial settlement with her.
Buy her off? That's the way to handle it. You can always buy these females off. I recollect when I was at Oxford. However, that is neither here nor there. The point is how much.
Well, £300 would seem a fortune to her. In fact, I think I might be able to settle with her for 250.
Odd. That was the sum my potty nephew was asking me for this afternoon.
Fancy. Well then, Lady Constance, if you will give me £300 to be on the safe side, I will run up to London tomorrow morning and see what I can do.
I will write you a cheque.
No, don't do that. Roll the money about in front of her in solid cash. I remember that time at Oxford. No, I happen, strangely enough, to have the exact sum in this very room.
Why, so you have. We were talking about it not long ago, weren't we?
Here you are. Take it. See what you can do.
And if more is required...
Thank you. This should be ample. But there is one other thing. This unfortunate infatuation of Emsworth's must never be allowed to come out.
No, dash it, of course not. Emsworth's as potty as a March hare, but naturally we don't want the world to know it.
We should be the laughing stock of the county.
Exactly. But there is one other danger. It is possible, Valerie, my dear, that you have been thinking of telling your aunt on her return from the south of France that you met me here.
It is just possible.
You mustn't do it, my dear. It would be fatal. If she discovered that I had disobeyed her instructions, I should be compelled, in order to put things right for myself, to tell her the whole story. And, Lady Constance, my dear wife has just one fault. She's a gossip. In a week, the story would be all over England.
Miss Twistleton, you are not to breathe a word to Lady Ickenham of having met Lord Ickenham here.
Well, Oh, very well.
Thank you, my dear. My favourite niece. Well, if you'll excuse me. Pongo, are you among us?
Ready, Uncle Fred.
Well, let it be known I'm now in a position not only to solve the tangled affairs of Polly Pot.
Pot? What?
Pot?
What?
What? But also to spend nearly 3 weeks in the metropolis with money in my pocket, moreover, to disperse on any little treat that might suggest itself. Eh, Pongo?
Yes, Uncle Fred.
Splendid. What a pleasure to be able to scatter sweetness and light, especially in London, in the springtime, when, it has to be said, I'm always at my best.
By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, there me and my true love spent many happy days on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond.
Oh, you'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye.
But trouble it is there, and many hearts are sere on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch
In the final part of Uncle Fred in the Springtime by P.G. Wodehouse, Uncle Fred was played by Alfred Molina, Lady Constance by Patricia Hodge, the Duke of Dunstable, Christopher Neame, Ricky Gilpin, Rufus Sewell, and Rupert Baxter by Jared Harris. Mustard Pot was played by Julian Holloway, Horace Davenport, Lloyd Owen, Lord Bosom, Simon Templeman, Pongo Twistleton, Matthew Wolfe. Polly Pot was played by Sophie Winkleman, and Valerie by Maura Quirk. Martin Jarvis played the Earl of Emsworth, Darren Richardson was the footman, the singing gardener, Mark Holden, and Kenneth Danziger played Beach the butler. Ian Ogilvy was the voice of P.G. Wodehouse. Uncle Fred in the Springtime was dramatised by Archie Scotney, directed by Martin Jarvis, and is a Jarvis and Ayres production for BBC Radio 4.